The world is watching, eyes fixed on a revolution that was supposed to change everything. The American electric vehicle market stands at a crossroads, with nations and consumers alike holding their breath, waiting to see what comes next. The promise was simple: clean, affordable, electric cars for all. A vision that would put the power to fight climate change into the hands of everyday people, not just the wealthy or the privileged. But that promise is slipping away, replaced by frustration and disappointment for many families who hope to be part of this new era. Today, the so-called electric revolution is mostly a luxury affair, with high price tags keeping average families on the outside looking in, unable to afford the vehicles that were meant to be for everyone. The gap between the electric dream and reality is widening, and with every passing year, the hope for mass adoption grows dimmer. Without affordable options, the scale of change needed for real climate progress remains out of reach. If electric vehicles remain a symbol of status rather than a tool for the masses, the green transition will stall, and the world will lose precious time in the fight against global warming. Meanwhile, China is racing ahead, flooding its streets with affordable EVs and making clean transportation accessible to millions, deepening the global divide and setting a new standard for what's possible. The US risks falling behind, not just in technology and industry, but in the global effort to protect our planet and secure a sustainable future for the next generation. Around the globe, people are watching, wondering if America can rise to the challenge and make electric mobility truly accessible, or if the clean energy future will remain a privilege for the few, not the many. The stakes couldn't be higher. The clock is ticking, and the world is waiting for America to decide its role in the race for a cleaner, fairer future. The electric vehicle story began with high hopes and early adopters. Battery costs dropped, optimism soared, and automakers promised price parity with gasoline cars by 2024 or 2025. But around 2022, progress stalled, raw material prices spiked, inflation hit, and the cost curve flattened. Instead of affordable family EVs, the market filled with luxury trucks and SUVs. The $30,000 EV became a myth, while six-figure models dominated headlines. The dream of mass-market affordability gave way to a reality of persistent high prices. The EV price story is now one of two eras: a decade of falling costs, followed by stubborn, expensive reality. The mass-market breakthrough remains elusive. The question is, what will it take to get there? As of December 2024, the average new electric vehicle in the US comes with a hefty price tag, over $55,000. That's a significant investment for most Americans, and it's a figure that continues to surprise many shoppers walking into dealerships hoping for a more affordable option. In fact, that's more than $6,000 above the average price of a typical new gasoline-powered car, which hovers just under $49,000. The price gap between electric and gas vehicles remains a major hurdle for widespread EV adoption. For many families, that's a deal-breaker. The dream of going electric often collides with the reality of monthly payments, insurance, and the cost of ownership, making it hard for average buyers to justify the switch. The best-selling EVs, like the Tesla Model Y and Ford Mustang Mach-E, are marketed as premium products, loaded with advanced technology, luxury features, and impressive performance. These vehicles are designed to attract buyers who are willing to pay extra for the latest innovations and a high-end driving experience. Entry-level models, such as the Nissan Leaf, start in the mid-30,000s. While these cars are more affordable, they often come with trade-offs, like shorter driving ranges, fewer features, and less powerful batteries. For buyers on a budget, these compromises can be tough to accept. The used EV market, however, is finally offering some relief. Average prices for pre-owned electric vehicles have dropped to around $37,000, making them a more realistic option for many shoppers who want to go electric without breaking the bank. In fact, some used EVs now undercut their gasoline counterparts, opening the door for more buyers to make the switch. This shift is helping to broaden the appeal of electric vehicles beyond early adopters and luxury buyers. Still, the new EV market remains a two-tiered system: expensive new models at the top, and a maturing, more accessible used market below. The gap between these two segments is slowly narrowing, but it's still very real for most consumers. Demand is strong at the top end, with luxury EVs drawing plenty of attention and sales. As a result, automakers have little incentive to lower prices on their newest, most advanced models. the affordability gap persists, leaving many would-be buyers waiting for prices to come down. For most Americans, the electric dream is still just out of reach, but as the market evolves, there's hope that more affordable options will soon become the norm. Why are new EVs so expensive? It's a mix of technology, economics, and strategy. Automakers load EVs with premium features, big screens, advanced safety tech, luxury interiors, driving up costs. The engineering itself is pricey. Batteries, thermal management, and dual motor systems all add up. Inflation and high interest rates have pushed costs even higher. Automakers focus on high-margin models, leaving a void at the affordable end. There's no electric equivalent to a $20,000 compact car in the US. Companies are reluctant to sell EVs at a loss just to gain market share. The result? A market heavy on luxury, light on affordability. Until costs come down and priorities shift, the average buyer is left waiting. The affordable EV remains elusive. The battery is the heart, and the costliest part of every EV. For years, falling battery prices fueled hopes for affordable EVs. But since 2022, battery costs have plateaued or even risen, thanks to soaring demand for lithium, cobalt, and nickel. Supply chain bottlenecks and geopolitical risks have only made things worse. Most battery materials are sourced and processed in a handful of countries, making the market vulnerable to disruption. Efforts to build domestic supply chains are underway, but relief is years away. The industry is betting on new battery chemistries, like sodium-ion, to break the cost barrier. But these technologies aren't ready for mass adoption yet. Until a breakthrough arrives, batteries will keep EV prices high. The power problem remains unsolved. Automakers have fallen into a luxury trap. To recoup massive R&D costs, they focus on high-margin premium EVs, leaving affordable models on the back burner. The 2025 lineup is packed with expensive, tech-laden vehicles from brands like Audi, Cadillac, and BMW. This strategy boosts profits but inflates average prices and leaves mainstream buyers behind. The affordable EV market is dangerously thin. Meanwhile, Chinese brands like BYD are selling popular EVs for under $12,000, though tariffs keep them out of the US for now. The risk: if the market shifts or new competitors break through, US automakers could be left behind. The focus on luxury may bring short-term gains, but it's a long-term gamble. The mass market remains underserved. Federal tax credits, up to $7,500, were designed to help close the price gap between electric vehicles and traditional gasoline cars, making EVs more accessible to everyday buyers. The idea was simple: offer a financial incentive to encourage more people to make the switch to cleaner transportation and help the industry grow. But in reality, the rules and eligibility requirements for these credits are often complicated and confusing. There are restrictions based on where the car is made, the price of the vehicle, and even the buyer's income. Navigating the paperwork and understanding which models qualify can be a real challenge for the average consumer. As a result, many buyers discover that their preferred models don't qualify for the credit, or they get lost in the maze of requirements. This confusion can discourage people from even considering an EV, especially if they're already worried about the higher upfront cost. Some industry analysts point out another issue. Tax credits can give automakers room to keep prices high, since the subsidy is often absorbed into the sticker price. Instead of making EVs truly more affordable, the credits sometimes just shift who pays what. So, while the tax credit can soften the blow for some buyers, it doesn't address the underlying problem. Electric vehicles still have high base prices compared to many gasoline cars. Incentives like these can help a little, but they can't make up for the fact that there just aren't enough truly affordable EV options on the market right now. For many families, the price is still out of reach, even after the credit. If the cheapest qualifying electric vehicle is still nearly $40,000, that's simply too expensive for a huge number of buyers. Many people are left out, unable to take advantage of the benefits of driving electric. In the end, subsidies and tax credits are only a temporary fix. They can help jumpstart the market, but they're not a long-term solution to the affordability problem. Real lasting change will only come when automakers deliver electric vehicles that are affordable for the average person. No incentives or complicated paperwork required. That's when EVs will truly become mainstream. The market needs genuine affordability, not just temporary rebates or tax credits. Only then will electric vehicles be within reach for everyone. High EV prices create ripple effects everywhere. Consumers are frustrated and excluded, forced to stick with gasoline or gamble on used EVs. Automakers chase profits with premium models, risking future market share if demand shifts. The biggest impact: climate goals are slipping out of reach. Every year without affordable EVs means more gasoline cars and more emissions. The green transition is stuck between private profit and public good. Technology alone isn't enough. Industry, government, and consumers must work together. The benefits of clean mobility must be shared by all, not just the wealthy. When will affordable EVs hit the market? Experts say not overnight. The best hope is 2026-2027, if new battery tech and domestic supply chains mature. Automakers must prioritize smaller, lower-cost models, even if it means slimmer profits at first. Governments can help by simplifying incentives and investing in infrastructure. The used EV market's growth shows strong demand for affordable options. The journey to mass-market EVs is longer and harder than promised, but not impossible. Progress is happening, but patience and commitment are needed. The dream of an affordable, clean car for every driveway is still alive. The next few years will decide the future of transportation.